here at the Food Bank of Contra Costa and Solano in our Concord warehouse. I'm going to be talking to you about the volunteer project that's happening behind me, and I'm going to be talking about the food bank and our response to the coronavirus. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in, and we'll try and answer them as readily as possible. And if I don't know, I will find somebody who does know. So if you're watching this live, you might be thinking, we're day 2 of a shelter in place. Why are there so many people behind you? And that's a fair question. So the food bank is considered an essential service under the government shelter in place mandate, which means that we are allowed to stay open and volunteers are essential to our service. So we have this emergency project. We're putting out boxes of food. They're non-perishable and some fresh food that is going to go to community sites where the need is high. And it's about 1,000 boxes these people are going to be putting together in about 3 hours. So it's a big project. Last year, we had volunteers give about 50 full-time staff worth of hours. We can't afford to lose 50 staff right now. But as you can imagine, a lot of people have been dropping off. That sounds wrong. A lot of people have been canceling to protect the health of their families, and we totally understand that, and we want you to do what's best for your family. So when we put out a call asking for volunteers, these people stepped up. We filled 40 spots in one day, and we told them we cannot offer you social distance on this volunteer shift, but we're gonna scrub you up, we're gonna glove you up, and we're gonna have you touch the food with gloves. So we asked if everyone please be healthy, over 18, and absolutely no symptoms of any kind of illness, even if they think it's just allergies. So let me show you what's in this box. It's about 22 pounds of shelf-stable food. We've got rice, cling peaches in light syrup. We try and keep everything either in water or light syrup when possible. There's also black beans. We have shelf-stable milk, mac and cheese. Come on. And PB&Js, anybody? Well, no J, but there's peanut butter. So these boxes are really important because the people we serve can't afford to stock up at the grocery store almost any time of the month. So these boxes are vital, with paychecks being cut, with hours being cut. We want to make sure that people have the nutritious food they need. So we would encourage you, if you regularly visit us, or if you've never come to us before, please come to the food bank. Don't be afraid. We are very nice. At our sites, we are, I know it can be scary if you've never been to a food distribution before, but we're not going to ask you, have you been below a certain income level for this amount of time? We just want to know, do you need the help right now? And we're there for you. So you can find those resources at foodbankccs.org/getfood, and that link is in the description of this video. Okay, so if you're wondering, how can I help? One of these boxes can be sponsored for $20, and with 1,000 boxes, you can understand the increased cost of serving this new population that we're expecting to see. We also can encourage you to apply for CalFresh. You can find on our website, foodbankccs.org/CalFresh. We have a staff of 7 to help you with your application, or even just answer your questions to find out if you're eligible. You can also volunteer. We have, on most of our shifts, we're limiting the social distance, or we're increasing the social distance. We have only 10 people per shift. As you can see, we've got a lot of space here, so we can put space between you. We have gloves. We're sending home anyone who seems even a little bit sick. So if you need help, I said the link, but I'll give it again. It's foodbankccs.org/getfood. And you can find all the links about our coronavirus updates at foodbankccs.org/COVID-19. So thank you so much for watching. We hope you stay safe. Sean, did we get any questions? Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the safety precautions we're taking at our warehouses. So we're already an AIB facility, which means we are at a higher standard for food safety, and it's a third-party audit that we take every 2 years. So like I mentioned, we're limiting the group size. We're spacing people out at most of our distribution or volunteer services. We have hand washing stations that we have always had our volunteers use before they start their shift, but we're being more diligent about mid-shift washing after breaks and that sort of thing, really making sure. Willie has an important message about this.
Yep. So we're adjusting as we go along like we always do. What we're finding on the back end is that there's a lot of boxes being filled with either too many products or not enough. So we want to be
Okay. So we're also cleaning the shared areas more frequently. That kiosk where you sign in is getting wiped down after pretty much every person. We also have gloves for everyone. So I'm just going to wait for him to finish.
peanut butter, milk, spaghetti, and rice. Everything else is 2 items. Okay, so just keep that in mind. See how it goes.
Okay. So at the safety at food bank sites, when you go to get food, we are making sure that all of our volunteers are wearing gloves. We're asking people not to come if they feel sick. Our volunteers are being sent home if they look like they're sick or show any symptoms. Only the volunteer wearing gloves is touching the food. We're no longer doing, just for the time being, we're no longer doing choice pantries where people can go around and choose the items. And we're also considering drive-through distributions where people can pull up and a volunteer puts the box in their car. Okay, it looks like we have a question.
Yeah, Lisa asks, what was Willie saying? I think he was saying something about what foods are going into the boxes.
Yeah, so Willie was making sure that everyone is evenly filling the boxes. It's surprisingly challenging to do this process and make sure that you get the right amount of every product in the box. It can be really distracting. We're probably distracting them now. I turned off their music. They're a little grumpy about killing the mood. But so Willie was letting people know how many of each item to put in each box, and noticing at the end of the line, some of the boxes had certain things and others didn't. So at the end of the line, they're quality control. They're going to backfill those products. Every box is going to be full of the nutritious items. I'll just show you again in case you weren't here before, but we have items like peanut butter, shelf-stable milk. We actually took this milk out to distributions and taste tested it with people to make sure that they would actually consume it. I know shelf-stable milk is not something. Did I show the rice? We also have black beans. There's some spaghetti in here. Oh, and this is a good one. There's some canned tuna for protein, and some canned spaghetti sauce to go with the pasta. So it's a great box. It's 22 pounds of food. You can sponsor a box for $20 at foodbankccs.org/COVID-19 COVID-19. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe, everyone.